Hi and welcome to our Catholic Kitchen. I'm Jennifer and this is Kate.
And every month we try different recipes from a new to us Catholic cookbook. And this month it is one that we saw at the library, and it is the Sweet Polish Kitchen.
And from this one we're trying the mini vegan poppy seed donuts.
And then as a main dish to go with that, we are trying the bunt pan sub sandwich recipe from the Family Fresh Meals blog.
And then we're also going to be revisiting our Catholic cookbook from last month, which was this one, The Cook's Blessings by Demetria Taylor.
And this one had some interesting recipes in it, and if you recall, one of those was a relish mold, which we talked about last month but didn't make.
Right, but it's a new month now. It's July, we're rested, we don't have as much going on, so we are going, for better or worse, to tackle the relish mold today. We are going to start off today with the bunt pan sub sandwich because the dough does take a little bit of time to rise. One of our local grocery stores has a really fun circular sub sandwich that we like to get for special occasions.
So we knew when we saw this recipe that we wanted to try it.
I am not sure at all that our results will be quite as professional as the grocery store, but we'll see.
So to make this one, for the bread, you need the bunt pan. It does have to bake in here. And then you need flour, yeast, an egg, salt, and sugar. And then the recipe does give some suggestions for the toppings for the sandwich, but you could probably just customize it however you want, just sort of in larger portions so you have enough to fill the whole thing. So we started mixing warm water and yeast and sugar together. Let that sit for 5 minutes. Measured out the flour and then added the salt. Then we started mixing that together to form the dough, but it only called for 1/4 cup of water, so we had to add the other cup of water that the recipe never told us when to use. But eventually that worked. We got a dough out of it, kneaded it, and then put it into a greased bowl and let it rest for 45 minutes. Then we punched that down and rolled it out. Then rolled it back up into a tight log and then put that into the bunt pan. And then we let that sit for 30 minutes. Then brushed it with egg and then put it in the oven. Then when it was cool, we just cut it in half and then started to make the sandwich, so adding mustard and mayonnaise. Then we added in the lettuce and the cheese, the tomatoes, and the meat. And then we had our giant sandwich ring.
Now on to the relish mold. Hooray! Right. So this was our book from last month, The Cook's Blessing. We really liked it so much that we went ahead and ordered a copy of our own. This is what it looked like last month, but we were surprised and happy that our copy came with the original dust jacket, which does have Pope John's favorite recipe on the back.
So that was a fun surprise, but we are still unconvinced that this recipe could possibly taste good.
We don't know. It's a kitchen adventure, right? We're kind of going out on a limb. We might regret it, but here we are.
So to make this one, you need sugar, cider vinegar, unflavored gelatin, eggs, salt, dry mustard, a green pepper, and cucumber. Zucchini.
Oh my gosh.
Whichever one that is.
Cucumber. We're gonna try it.
No, I'm not leaving right now. Bye.
Oh my goodness.
So we first combined the gelatin in a bowl with the water. Mix that together and then just let it sit. Then we added in the mustard and the egg, the cider vinegar, and the sugar into a saucepan and heated that for a while. Then stirred in the gelatin, let it cool down a bit, added in the cucumber and pepper, mixed it up, and then dished it out. Can't wait to try that.
So since we're being very brave and trying the relish mold, we are definitely rewarding ourselves by making donuts from this book.
And the cover gets 5 stars. It's so cute and colorful. And inside, the author, Ren Behan, tells stories of her family's life and traditions in Poland.
So our favorite story in the book is one that she tells about one of her relatives who liked to go skiing every year with another Polish guy named John Paul II. I mean, wow, that's so cool.
And she has lots of different traditional Polish recipes for the seasons of Carnival and Lent and Easter.
Also, Christmas, there's a fun recipe for Christmas cookie letters to St. Nicholas. How fun is that? This book definitely gets an A+ for all the beautiful pictures in it as well.
And the donut recipe, it comes from the section of Carnival treats. Carnival being the time between Christmas and the start of Lent.
It is a vegan recipe, which is great. We are not going full out vegan today. We just want to use our mini donut pan, but it's there if you need it, which is, it's a nice option to have vegan recipes in the book.
And so to make this one, you need milk, sugar, self-rising flour, butter, vanilla, poppy seeds, and powdered sugar to put on top. So we combined the self-rising flour and the sugar and the milk, then added the butter and the vanilla, mixed that up, and then added in the poppy seeds. And then we piped that into our mini donut pan, which worked very well. And then we just stuck that in the oven. They expanded a lot, and then we just covered them with powdered sugar.
Okay, so we have donuts, and then we have relish mold.
Yeah, I can't even look at it.
Kate doesn't like raw cucumber.
I don't like cucumbers. Just the yellow color.
The donuts are cooling, no matter how bad this is. Fresh donuts after. So here we go. Okay, here we go. We're doing it.
I really don't want to do this.
Oh my goodness.
This has to be like the worst.
Whew. It's got a kick. Whew. The cider vinegar is overpowering. It's not so bad at first.
You might as well just eat straight relish, honestly. It tastes exactly like relish, but just somehow like really powerful.
Sweet relish, but that vinegar is burning. If you ever made this, scale back on the vinegar. And
why would you ever eat this just because?
Here's the first course, everyone.
I'm sorry, legitimately, why?
I've never eaten anything quite like this before. Was this really ever popular, do you think? What part of the meal would this go with? Okay. It's beyond description, really. It really is. It's okay, so we tried it. There you go. We're moving on. Alright, so now we're rewarding ourselves. We have the beautiful donuts. Help yourself, Kate. You've earned it.
I will.
Okay.
Light and fluffy
and warm. So, okay. The almost but not really vegan donuts.
Like a light sweetness to them, powdered sugar.
It was suggested that you could drizzle these with dark chocolate, which I think would also be really, really good.
And dress them up.
Dress them up, yeah. They're definitely not terribly sweet, so yeah. Okay, so as you can see, not too shabby, right?
Right.
We'll see how it tastes though. Okay. Together. I think what it's missing is some type of like Italian dressing or something that you might get in a deli. But otherwise, it's pretty good.
Yeah, the bread is good for all the work we put into it. There's a lot of rising.
And this will definitely feed a crowd. I mean, you could probably feed 10 people, I would think, just with that. So definitely good. Okay, so here we are at the end of the day. It's been a long day in the kitchen, and we had one thing that was definitely not a clear winner.
That was the relish. Nobody has to tell you that.
Right. I don't know what we're going to do with it because I don't know how you could eat a whole
can. No, we're not.
Yeah, you could put it maybe in tuna fish as sweet relish, maybe.
Maybe.
Or like slice it. I don't know. Okay, we'll figure out something. But we did enjoy cooking with the Sweet Polish Kitchen book. Lots of fun. Yeah. But the winner, I think, of this round of cooking is
the sandwich.
The sandwich.
I would have to say, the sandwich ring.
Because it was just so fun to recreate a treat from the grocery store that we all really enjoy.
And it wasn't really that difficult to make and completely customizable to whatever your family enjoys.
Definitely it would be fun to make with kids and maybe for New Year's Eve or a picnic. Who knows?
Lots of options.
Options are there. Okay, so that wraps up our Catholic cooking for July.
So let us know down in the comments if you would try any of these, if you would try the relish. Do you like stuff like that? Let us know.
So we thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you next time. Bye.